Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal battling Real Madrid for Alexander Isak and consider £59 million bid, and then we're going to look at Brighton accepting Arsenal's £50 million bid for Ben White. So the first transfer headline states that Arsenal battling Real Madrid for Alexander Isak and consider £59 million bid. So the reports are stating that Arsenal have made contact with representatives of Real Sociedad striker Alexander Isak and are considering meeting his release clause worth €70 million, which is £59 million, according to reports in Spain. The 21-year-old had a superb season for Real Sociedad and has caught the eye at Euro 2020 with Sweden, turning in impressive performances despite not scoring in the competition so far. However, his 17 goals in 34 matches in the Liga last season puts him on the radar of a number of top clubs, and his displays for his country have confirmed him as one of the brightest young talents in Europe. AS report that Real Madrid are interested in signing Alexander Isak, but so are a number of Premier League clubs, with Arsenal reported as the striker's most prominent suitors. Reports suggest that the Gunners have already made contact with his representatives, and there is a possibility they could meet his substantial release clause so as to cut out negotiations with Real Sociedad and avoid being beaten in the race for his signature by a rival. Real Sociedad say there has been no official offer for Alexander Isak as yet, and they have also made an offer of a new contract to the former Borussia Dortmund man. The new deal will see his release clause boosted to €90 million, which is £77 million, which may put any off suitors in the current markets. Alexander Isak burst onto the scene as a teenager with AIK, scoring 13 goals in his first season before being snapped up by Dortmund in January 2017. It nearly never worked out for him in Germany, leaving for Dutch side Willem II on loan and then joining Sociedad permanently in 2019, where he has become a hit. The forward became the youngest ever player to score for Sweden when he netted against Slovakia in 2017 at just 17 years and 3 months. So it looks like Arsenal battling Real Madrid for Alexander Isak and consider £59 million bid. And it looks like Arsenal are in the hunt for Alexander Lacazette replacement, as we were previously linked with the likes of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Andre Silva. Those are just a few names that we have been linked with in that striker department. But now we have been linked with Alexander Isak, and he is a player that has impressed heavily for Sweden at the moment, as they are in the round of 16 and face a tough opponent. So when it comes to Alexander Isak, he's someone that do face Ukraine, and he could be very influential in helping them get into the quarterfinals, as it could either face Germany or England depending on who wins their round of 16 match. So when it comes to Alexander Isak, he's someone that is very professional, someone that is very young, and someone that is tipped to be one of the most talented players in the world currently. And when it comes to his goal scoring form, he's had 17 in 34 games, which is a really good healthy record. That's a goal every 2 games. And when it comes to Alexander Isak, if he doesn't work out at Arsenal, even though if Arsenal are going to go the same pattern they went with to try and get the Thomas Partey transfer, by activating the release clause of the player, they might do that with Alexander Isak and get a top prospect in their hands with the opportunity to play him for the next 10 years, as he's only 21 years old, and it could be a shrewd signing by the Gunners. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Brighton accept Arsenal's £50 million bid for Ben White. So the reports stating that Brighton have reportedly accepted a £50 million bid for Ben White from Arsenal, according to the latest Brighton journalist Aidan J. Wood. He claims that personal terms have already been agreed after the Gunners made Ben White their priority this summer. The Englishman enjoyed a stellar season with the Seagulls, featuring 36 times in the Premier League last term, as he was included in England's 26-man Euro 2020 squad. Mikel Arteta has been desperate to bolster his squad this summer following a disappointing 2020-2021 season, which saw Arsenal finish 8th in the Premier League. Ben White has emerged as the priority target for the club this month after his strong season for the Seagulls was rewarded with a call-up to Gareth Southgate's England squad for Euro 2020. Arsenal reportedly had a £40 million bid rejected for the 23-year-old centre-back, but have since returned with an improved offer. The Athletic reports that the club are now with a package worth £45 million with another £5 million in add-ons, which reaches Brighton's £50 million valuation and gets the acceptance from Brighton. It adds that a deal is now not far, in part because the two clubs' relations are now known to be very strong. All that remains to be agreed are the minor details of the bonus payments and the nitty-gritty of the transfer fee, because Ben White's personal terms are understood to not be a problem. The report states that Ben White became Arteta's priority signing after a deal for Sevilla's Jules Koundé was explored. Jules Koundé enjoyed a brilliant season in La Liga and is currently playing for France at Euro 2020 after attracting admiring glances from across Europe. However, while the 22-year-old defender could join a new club this summer, Arsenal reportedly considered a transfer not to be viable, with Sevilla likely to value him too highly. It now looks as though Ben White will be playing for Arsenal next season as their first choice on the right side of central defence. That is bad news for William Saliba, who is yet to make a first-team appearance for the Gunners since his £27 million move from Saint Etienne in 2019. William Saliba impressed on loan with Nice in the second half of last season, but is now expected to go out on loan for a third time in 2021-2022. So it looks like Arsenal near £50 million Ben White transfer, as Mikel Arteta does pick England ace over Jules Koundé, and Brighton have accepted Arsenal's £50 million bid for Ben White. So it looks like Ben White is going to be the first Arsenal signing of this summer transfer window. It will be announced in a matter of days, or in a matter of by the end of next week, or by the end of this week. So we have to wait and see how Arsenal takes, as we all know as Arsenal fans, just to say one transfer, they delay it so much that it takes weeks sometimes just to announce a signing that's already done, and it just becomes the worst kept secret of all time. But it looks very likely that Ben White is an Arsenal player, and I do not have to use the word likely anymore. He is an Arsenal player. He's someone that's going to be playing that right centre-back position for Arsenal. Is this a bit of good business by Mikel Arteta, or is it a bit of bad business by Mikel Arteta? I want you guys to put it down in the comments below. Are you happy with this signing, or are you not happy with this signing? Because there has been a mixed reaction regarding Ben White. In my opinion, he's a 23-year-old homegrown centre-back that is going to be playing for Arsenal next season. He's someone that fits the homegrown culture that Mikel Arteta is looking for in players. He's someone that has the ability to play in midfield, and he has the ability to play in defence, so he's very versatile, and he's someone that could also operate as a very important player for the years to come under Mikel Arteta's system. So for me, I think it's a decent signing depending on William Saliba's situation. So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. Make sure you check out the FA Cup poster using the special link I have put below in the description, and smash that like button to see if you can reach 20 likes. Also, subscribe for more daily Arsenal news videos and click one of the latest videos on the screen, and I'll see you there.